Good afternoon, ma'am. So, myself Sudatnath. I am from grade 8 of the Asian High School. So, today I am here to ask you few questions about biodiversity. Actually, we are performing an activity based on biodiversity. So, can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Nafia. I'm a retired senior manager of State Bank.
Okay.
Uh, for the past 5 years, I have been maintaining Terrace Garden.
Okay, ma'am.
Actually, just before Corona, I had started, and it helped me a lot during Corona time because I could get a lot of vegetables from my own terrace garden when lockdown was imposed, when I was not able to move at all. Since then, I have been continuing terrace garden. My terrace garden is in two parts. That is, on penthouse, I have got vegetable gardening, and in front of the penthouse, I have just got flower and croutons, just as recreation place. Uh, since then, I have been conducting classes also for terrace gardening at our horticulture department, Telangana state, and I've won various awards also for excellence in terrace gardening. Like I got Gold Garden Award from our horticulture department and Best Gardener Award from Eruaka Foundation. So,
Okay. Uh, Based on biodiversity, I am asking you few questions. You
okay.
able to answer?
Yeah, whatever I know, I'll say.
What do you mean by biodiversity? Can you please explain?
Yeah, diversity means very diversity. There are so many varieties of plants. Uh, Actually, innumerable varieties. But because people are interested in growing only few kinds of plants, and basically because of this urbanization, because the land where all these kinds of plants have been growing have been used for construction activities. So all these varieties are gradually disappearing. So only few varieties which human beings are aware of, they only are continuing to grow. So actually, biodiversity, why it is important is we have not yet studied the importance of all kinds of plants.
Yes.
See, we are getting so many benefits from these plants. They are called herbal plants. People over the ages have discovered the benefits of few plants, but still we have got to discover the benefits of lot many plants. So if they disappear, we may lose the benefits which would occur from those plants which are disappearing, which we have not yet studied. So that is the main importance of having biodiversity. Diversity means having all kinds of plants which God has created on the earth. We should not destroy any species of the plant. We should know all the species of the plants and study them.
What was your native place?
I was born in Kadapa, but have been brought up in Sri Salam, Jagatyal, and Hyderabad. And since then, have been staying in Hyderabad only.
Okay. How was the environment used to be in your childhood? When you
Yeah, childhood though I spent in Sri Salam and Jagatyal. So the Sri Salam is very well known. It's a hilly area, and there is a hydroelectric dam there, project there. But recently I happened to visit Sri Salam.
Okay.
Now I'm a senior citizen. As a child, I spent there. The forest used to be so thick, and we used to find what these peacocks, rabbits running across the roads. But now when I visited, the forest has become so thin and used to be so thick with, particularly with bamboo and all. Now I see hardly any bamboo there, and the forests have dried up. And I wonder, is this the same Sri Salam in which I was grown up and in which I spent my childhood?
So it's better nowadays. Yeah,
Pardon? Well, it was much better. The forests were very thick at the time. Now they have disappeared. Yeah, Sri Salam. Jagatyal, Jagatyal, we used to stay in some colony. that engineer's colony. My father happened to be an engineer. Used to stay and we all had so many gardens around our houses. But now recently I happened to visit. Then I have seen no house has a garden. In the club also there used to be so many plants. Now those plants have disappeared. I don't know why. Maybe because of shortage of water or whatever. That is, Sri Salam has disturbed me so much. The natural beauty. It used to be so beautiful, full of lush green plants. Now it has become very thin. The forest has become very thin. That is one thing. And I told you from my college onwards, I have spent in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, that was late 70s when I came to Hyderabad. There were so many lakes everywhere. And see, I studied in University of Hyderabad. We used to go by bus. The road used to be very narrow. On either side, there used to be hills with big rocks, boulder like round boulders. Now those boulders have disappeared. People have broken them into pieces and constructed multi-storied buildings and high-rise buildings and all. At Masab Tank, in my childhood, I saw the tank there at Masab Tank.
Yeah.
But not a single drop of water you find there now at Masab Tank. Only it is thickly populated. On one side there is one park, but there is thick population and completely filled with houses, concrete jungles. So the lakes compared to what it was without garden, and I get vegetables free from chemical sprays. See, whenever you go by outside, you get big size, no doubt outside, but they are polluted with chemical pesticides and fertilizers. And I get fresh vegetables whenever I want from my own garden. And most important thing is, see, leafy vegetables are most recommended for health, for good health. They are recommended by doctors. And we have to eat at least 3 times a week leafy vegetables. And they are available in the market, but you should never buy them from outside because chemicals are sprayed mostly on these leafy vegetables more than on other vegetables.
Okay.
So you have to grow leafy vegetables at least in your own garden. And another advantage is they can be easily grown. Leafy vegetables, it's not a tough task at all to grow them. In our balconies also we can grow them. Terrace garden in balcony, it's very easy to grow them. So when you buy outside, they are polluted with pesticide. That you can avoid, and then it is easy. Since it is easy to grow, you better grow them in your own home, in your own house on terrace. That is the advantage, and they are very healthful, particularly for girls, for improving blood level and all. Okay. After 20 years, I want to see that Hyderabad, every terrace is full with greenery, with vegetable gardening as well as with recreation gardening. Thank you. I started gardening 5 years back, I told you, no? And at the time I started with leafy vegetables because I didn't know much about gardening. I was told that we better start with leafy vegetables, and that was the right decision. Because when you grow easy things first, you will get to know some basic knowledge about gardening and how to grow plants. That was at the time of Corona, so growing leafy vegetables helped me a lot at that time during the lockdown period. And gradually I started to grow other vegetables like tomato, brinjal and beans, lot of beans, various kinds of beans. And I also planted fruit plants later. So in my vegetable garden, I need to have few flower plants also because they help in pollination, like pollinators like butterflies and other good insects get attracted with the flowers and visit my garden, and then they will help in the pollination of vegetable plants, flowers also. So here you can see okra. Okra.
And ladyfinger rose.
Yeah, that is okra means ladyfinger. And these are tomatoes. I grow tomatoes. And I grow brinjal too. They only have already harvested lot of brinjals.
Oh, brinjal. Yes.
One is that. And I have got this sugar cane.
Sugar cane also. Sugar cane.
This is, you see the lemon here.
Yes.
This is the lemon plant.
Lemon. Oh, nice.
And I get lot of mulberries. And mulberries, they only have harvested some 6 sitafals from the plant.
Oh.
I'll show you the picture, and there are few. And there mulberries are there also. I'll show you them. This is marigold plant to help.
That you have.
This is what amaranthus. In Hindi we call matki bhaji. And this is green onions. This is chukka.
Okay.
This is mint. This is som. This is again chukka. That is haldi. That is ridge gourd creeper. Here it is brinjal. This is karela. These are beans. These are beans. See here there are beans.
Yes. Oh.
Take. So this is what cabbage. This is cauliflower. This is cabbage plant. Ivy gourd. Donda we call in local language. See here. A few are there here. Right? Are you able to see?
Yes, yes.
There also. There also they are there. Are you able to see?
Yes, yes. Start. Assalamualaikum. My name is Ms Nafia. I am from grade 8 of Ms Nafia Cajun High School. I am asking some questions about climate changes. So, when in your life have you experienced the hottest summer and the coldest winter? Do you remember the year?
Actually, year as such I don't remember, but one thing I can say, every year is becoming hotter than the previous year.
Yes.
See, during my childhood, I told you, in late 70s when I came to Hyderabad, it used to be so cold, and I always used to sneeze here. I always used to catch cold because it was too cold for me. But now the days have changed. It has become hotter and hotter every day. I told you, whenever I heard about AC, I used to wonder why people require AC. But now the summers we can't spend without AC. It has become so hot. And I don't remember which year was the hottest, but gradually every year is becoming hotter than the previous one.
If you compare temperature between when you are young and today, can you notice any change? If yes, what are those changes?
Temperature, in those days, it used to be, summer also used to be 37, 38. It never crossed 40.
Yes.
But now it is reaching 45, 46 also.
So, has the monsoon changed in your areas during the last 20 or 40 years? If yes, then how?
Yeah, see, rainy season we used to get only during rainy season. But now you see in the month of April, May, March, April, May also.
20 years or 40 years ago?
Yeah, sure. We hardly had any traffic jams because of the rains.
Yes.
Now, it is a nightmare now. Even in the posh localities like high-tech city, whenever it rains, there will be traffic jam because of the flooding of the lanes with the rainwater.
So, have you noticed any other changes in the weather? If there are changes, how have they affected you? How have their changes affected the nature of your area?
I told you, sudden downpours during the summer. Actually, when we dry out, we make many dried food items. In the summer, when we dry, all of us.
Thankful for your information. What will be the message you will give the biodiversity?
Actually, people should develop love for plants. That should be imbibed right from school stage. So for that, students should be involved in gardening, and they should be brought to areas like this where they can sow seeds and grow plants and learn about. Right from childhood, I mean, what you learn during your childhood or what you do during your childhood, you'd love to you'd like to do it all through your life later. So that way, once you develop love for plants, you'll develop love for biodiversity and all that.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance to express my views.